Hey, what's up, everyone? So, yesterday on my Chess Hangouts Insta page, I had posted a poll on which game that I should cover next, and it is a tight one between Vidit and Anishgiri, with Vidit edging out to 54%. So, here we are. As I promised, we have Vidit's special game, which was held in the Prague Chess Festival 2020 against Firuza. This was a very brilliant game of attacking chess with some brilliant moves as well, which we'll cover next. So before we head on to the game, I just wanted to thank all of you for subscribing and liking my channel. We are very close to 100 subscribers. It's only because of you guys that I felt motivated to post more videos. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but I just wanted to remind my viewers as well that subscribing is the only way that you guys can support my channel. So let's head on to the game. So we have d4, also with this playing white over here. So we have d4, d5, knight f3, knight f6, c4, c6. So Firuza is going for the Slav defense. So we have white captures, black captures, knight c3, knight c6, bishop f4, a6, rook c1, because there's an open file, so it's a very normal move. All these are basic opening moves as well. We have bishop f5, e3, e6, bishop e2, and queen b6 by Firuza. So obviously he is trying to attack this b2 pawn.
No, don't like that.
Play here. Now Vidit doesn't mind, he just castles. So Firuza captures the pawn, and we have Vidit playing knight a4. So over here, if black gets too greedy, and if he plays queen into a2, which seems to be a very natural move, because come on, black would be 2 pawns up, but then it would be tight, because then white would play knight e6, and rook would have to go to d8, and then you have bishop c7, and that rook is trapped, and white would get the better exchange. But it's also debatable, because black is 2 pawns up, and these are fast pawns as well. So it is still debatable, and match could be tight, but then white has a better exchange, so obviously that would benefit him. So we have the game, we have black playing queen b4. But it's over here that Vidit plays a very brilliant move. So he plays a3. So once again, Vidit is just asking black to capture the pawn so that, he could go ahead with his plan of playing knight e6.
Shut up and take.
But he plays queen a5. So now, what is the next brilliant move for white? And this is one of those very special moves that Vidit played to really get an advantage in this game. So we have Vidit playing queen b3. So now why is this move special? Because right now this b7 pawn is being threatened, and there is nothing that black can do to defend it. Obviously you cannot play rook b8 because of the bishop, so that's not possible. Now if he pushes, then you have rook into c6. So there are very, very few defenses. So over here, Firuza plays b4. So now he's saying, you can capture the knight if you want, but then I'll just capture the a4 knight. So we have Vidit playing rook into c6, and we have black playing queen into a4, offering a queen exchange, because obviously he's a pawn up as well. But Vidit declines that, and he plays queen c3. So now white is again threatening c8 check, and that's a very deadly check as well, because after rook c8, rook captures and queen captures, then you would have the knight coming over to e5, and it's very deadly at the moment. So black would definitely want to avoid that. So he plays e5. Now with this pawn push, bishop is guarding the c8 square as well. So then we have white playing knight into e5, and now knight is in a very good square at the moment. And over here we have black playing b4. So we have a into b4, and over here, if we capture with the bishop, it would seem like a very natural, good move with tempo, because bishop is attacking the queen. But then the problem over here is white can play queen b2, and in case black does castle, then you have rook a1, black queen is stuck over there. There are no more squares to go, and this queen is gone. So that would turn out to be a very big blunder. So instead of castling, if he plays queen a3, offering another exchange, then obviously white can take up the exchange, and after bishop into a3, you'll have rook a1 attacking the bishop again. Bishop is forced to go to e7, and now we have rook c7, and once again black can castle, because if he castles, then the bishop would be hanging as well. So all in all, white is also covering this entire 7th rank as well. So it's a very good position for white, even though black has a passed pawn. That is the situation over there. For a into b4, you cannot capture with the bishop. Capturing with the queen itself would be a huge blunder, because if we capture with the queen, then we have a very, very special move that white can play. Pause the video, try to figure out the move. So we have white playing rook e6 sacrifice. So if you have f into e6, then you have queen c6 check, king has to go to d8, queen into a8 check, king e7, queen a7 check, king has to go to d8, and the other rook comes along as well, and now white is threatening mate in around 5 to 6 moves as well. So black would be all over. So you cannot capture with the queen as well. So the only move in this position is for black to play knight e4 with tempo, attacking the queen. So here we have white playing queen a1, offering an exchange. Obviously black will take it. We have rook into a1, and then we have bishop into b4. So that was black's plan. Now after queen exchange, now he's taken the b pawn as well. So now over here we have Vidit playing rook into a6. There's a rook exchange as well, and now finally black can castle. But over here as well, pause the video if you'd like to try to figure out the next brilliant move for white. So in these situations, you just need to analyze the board. So you can see that these two bishops are undefended. So whenever there's a knight, you just have to analyze the board and look at ways fork and come up with special attacks. And that's what Vidit did as well. So he plays knight c6 with tempo and attack on the bishop. Bishop doesn't have much squares, because he can't go here, he can't go over here, he can't go over here, and he can't go over here as well. And now this bishop can move over here, but then what happens here is that if bishop leaves this diagonal, then you have white playing knight e7 check, and it's forking the king as well as this bishop which is hanging at the moment. So white would be a piece up. So that is white's plan over here. So what can Firuza play over here? So he plays rook c8. So now over here he's threatening white to capture the piece, and if he does capture the piece, there's a back rank mate over here. Necessarily not a mate, because after rook c1 check, you have the bishop coming over to f1, but then black has a lot of options. He could play knight d2 and threaten the f1 piece as well. So it seems a bit risky. So Vidit doesn't give him any chances at all. He plays a brilliant move over here. He plays g4. Now the brilliancy behind this move is that now the white king has a square to move in case of any back rank checks, but also he moved this g4 pawn with tempo. Now he's attacking the bishop as well. Now black has two pieces which are under attack, and definitely he will have to let one go. So over here he plays knight c3, attacking the bishop, and Vidit plays bishop f1. Black tried everything to come up with some counters, but then Vidit was too good at this point, and it was at this position that Firuza resigned the game. So you could see that there were so many brilliant moves by Vidit in this match, and obviously this is one of the reasons why he is also one of the top chess talents out there for India as well. So hope you all enjoyed. Please do like and subscribe, and do mention in the comment box below if you'd like me to cover any other games as well. I'll definitely check them out. So thank you.